What happened to Juice WRLD's unreleased music?
Never
Oh
Ends is
my.
set to be Juice WRLD's final posthumous album.
I'm late on this. I'm late on this, but I still want to watch it. I'm a
This
month
came
late,
as
but I got
bittersweet
52K
news
views.
knowing Juice recorded hundreds, if not thousands
Facts.
of songs before
A
he
month ago, this dropping still not out, bro. What the?
passed away. Now, a lot of fans are left with mixed emotions knowing it's finally time to say goodbye, but still questioning the whereabouts of those hundreds of
Yeah, there's
unreleased
too many,
tracks.
bro. There's
So if Juice
thousands,
WRLD really did
thousands,
record thousands of songs, and
thousands.
this
What are they gonna do
is
with
the
it?
final album, what's gonna happen to the rest of all of his unreleased music? Now, before we got the announcement that The Party Never Ends is set to be Juice WRLD's final posthumous album, we were struck with huge news following an article released to the public in early February.
This is older.
It reads that a majority stake in late rapper Juice WRLD's rights and income streams quietly sold to Opus Music Group in early 2022 in a 9-figure deal. Now, this is public knowledge at this point, but looking deeper into this information, what exactly does this mean? So within this purchase, we have a couple of things. This company, Opus Music Group, now owns the majority of Juice WRLD's publishing ownership rights, in which they're granted access to freely use his music for any reason. An example of this could be using one of his songs as promotion for the new Sonic movie, or remixing an original track like Come and Go to now feature Marshmello, who then revamped the song with instrumentals that weren't present in the initial recordings.
Yeah, that's crazy. Not gonna lie, I like both versions. I know people hating on it, but I like both versions.
But that's not the reason this deal was made, and there's been a lot of confusion surrounding this topic, so let me make this clear for those of you who still don't understand. It should be known that Opus now owns 90% of Juice WRLD's interest in master recording income, not ownership of his actual masters. So instead of collecting royalties from Juice WRLD's millions of monthly listeners, Interscope sold a large portion of their income rights for a lump sum payout, and the majority of all future profits will be going directly to Opus instead.
Damn.
Okay, so now we understand the terms of this purchase, but that still doesn't answer our question. What's gonna happen to the rest of Juice WRLD's unreleased music? Now, if we're pulling from that same article, it reads that the prolific Chicago-born talent's deal includes his hundreds of unreleased tracks, as well as his full release music catalog. And it wasn't wrong to believe that with this newfound ownership, Opus might have free reign to do as they please with the rest of Juice WRLD's unreleased music. But here's the thing. As it becomes more and more common for rappers to pass away due to their risky extracurricular activities, record labels are invoking specific insurance policies which protect their initial investments in these artists. And this policy is typically written into the majority of young rapper contracts and can be referred to as the key man insurance.
What's that?
But within the music industry, it's known as the death clause.
Damn.
And while Juice WRLD's emotional, drug-induced approach to hip-hop helped define a new generation of music, it almost certainly raised an immediate red flag when approached by Interscope Records. And without knowing the full details of Juice's contract, it's impossible to know whether this policy was actually written in. But with previous interviews claiming that Juice only had around 2,000 followers at the time of signing, it was Interscope's Vice President Aaron Sherrod who confirmed that he didn't really have the numbers that would make people think 3 million. We went off our gut.
That's insane.
This label took
they really took that risk, and that risk paid off for the best risk they ever made in their life. Ever.
Huge risk on this up-and-coming artist, and regardless of everything that's happened up until now, unfortunately Jared was just tied into a world of shady businesses and unrestrained access to what caused his eventual demise. And I'd assume after sharing some of his earliest works with the label, specifically his debut studio album Goodbye and Good Riddance, an addition of this sinister policy doesn't seem like such a bad move. Now, there's an important detail in which this key man insurance actually explains this whole situation. And within this article, it reads that the policy's term does not typically extend beyond the period of the artist's contract with the company, which interestingly enough brings us right back to the initial contract that Juice WRLD signed with Interscope Records. Now, again, the full details were never disclosed to the public, and I can't confirm this information with 100% accuracy, but it has been said that Juice WRLD allegedly signed a 5-album contract with Interscope Records and Grade A Productions, which means that The Party Never Ends is the final album.
Oh shit, hold on.
Before that contract expires.
Do that mean that makes so much sense, bro? I know he's about to say that makes so much sense. That means it's a last album under their name, last music under their name.
As for the final album, The Party Never Ends, this project is said to represent the true feeling of a party. It'll be filled with hype songs and fan favorites that'll show the side of Juice that the public really hasn't seen.
Thank you. I'm tired of saying, oh, Juice only makes sad songs. Oh, Juice only a sad rapper. Oh my god, Juice never been to a hype song, bro. There's so many hype leaked Juice WRLD songs that you don't know about. So, I can't wait till you drop those.
Can't wait. It should go without saying that new singles will be dropping every now and then, typically around special events like Juice's birthday, or if one of his songs starts blowing up on TikTok or other social media platforms.
Yesterday, they dropped 2 new Juice songs because of the 5-year anniversary. So he's right about this. This is the whole video.
Platforms. We saw this with Cigarettes and Sometimes, which were both added to Fighting Demons. We can expect Juice to feature on producer projects like DJ Scheme and others. We still don't have an exact number to how many songs were actually made and with who he made them with. And we know that there's a handful of features still waiting to be released. Songs with Trippie Redd or Lil Yachty, possible collab tapes with Young Thug or Ski Mask the Slump.
They got a whole, I know Yachty and Juice, I know they got a whole bunch more left.
No, unfortunately, most of this will probably never be released. The projects were either left unfinished or just wouldn't make any sense to drop at this point. But it's worth noting that in just 2023 alone, Juice WRLD fans have spent a collective total of $122,000 on group buy leaks.
Oh my god.
So as far as actual releases, I'd assume that eventually we'll receive most of his older SoundCloud exclusive drops and projects on all streaming platforms. This won't be something that's prioritized, but this is what X's team has been doing, and I feel like it just makes sense in this situation. And finally, a visual to be paired with some of those singles that are yet to drop. So shout out to all those animators bringing these future projects to new life. And of course, with the last project set to be released, we can expect one final anime-themed battle to take place. So with hundreds, if not thousands of unreleased Juice WRLD songs still waiting to be surfaced, it's heartbreaking to believe that The Party Never Ends really is the final Juice WRLD album. But much like a party, from the thrill of entry to the final come down, the world will remember his iconic vocals proclaiming, "The party never ends, and I'm motel with my friends, yeah. Looking for revenge, we'll be all out loving it."
Oh shit. The sad part to me is the best music is on release all my life. People won't see the true talent until they dive into unreleased music. Also, songs like The Light, what blew up in 2019, they're doing mad now. Doing mid now, it should have been released that. They should have made The Man and Go and Jenna Aubrey one of the best of all time. He's a top 3 below Kendrick and Wayne. People won't realize the talent it was, and keep in mind that my opinion, he was only 21. Imagine if he was alive to see 30. Also, so many songs are still on leak, and I'm already pinning at that high. For real. That's all I'm saying. I cannot read. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tweaking out right now. But basically, I agree with Bo saying there's so many leak songs that the world needs to hear, bro. Because me personally, I listen to all leaks. I ain't gonna lie. I do not recommend listening to leaks though, because you know how y'all get. No, I already heard this song, bro. So you know, I feel like if I get back to say a place by J Dog, that's all song. I bet. 999 and get in, put outside. It's your verse, the motherfucker don't fit in.